You guys, welcome. So, Messi Chinwo is trending with Eezeetee. If you guys don't know, Eezeetee is the owner of the record label that Messi Chinwo was signed to for many years. And for those who don't know, she just left this record label last year. There's been some back and forth about her relationship with the record label and everything after she left. But Dr. Roy here, he was on a podcast and he granted an interview talking about his experiences when he was in the record label with Messi Chinwo. And according to him, he was not helped when he needed help, and people thought he had money because of the kind of songs he produced for Messi Chinwo. But when he asked for help, he didn't get help from anyone, even when his father was down with a stroke.
I'm Messi Chinwo. We dey sleep 5 a.m. Wake up by 7 a.m. Walking again till 5 a.m. Back to back. All my hope now be say that time they tell me say after the work on Messi project, I dey get some kind millions, I dey get some kind, you dey happy say you dey work, say the hustle way they put in, go pay.
You don't do it's okay, my brother. It's okay. Calm down.
You know what TB for you to don't put in work. You dey expect say with this work, everybody for your family could do alright. All this time now, all this thing they happen. Messi, SS Love, don't they pitch.
Produce. I beg, give me a list of the songs.
Omeka Naya.
Omeka
You
Naya.
dey bless me on a regular. Receive it is your inheritance. Christ, you're an incredible God. Incredible God for Messi Chinwo. All these songs now produced for Messi Chinwo. My father gets stroke. I even call himself, tell him say my father know well. If you get anything where you go fit assist, just assist me so that I'll fit take care of my father.
Yes.
He say make I know what I say he will be fine.
You guys, that clip from a podcast that the producer granted or was in has been trending, and people have concluded that he was referring to Messi Chinwo, saying that Messi Chinwo refused to help him when he needed help, and that he suffered with her. They would work from morning to the night to the next morning, and all that stuff. Now, let's get to the main gist. The full podcast is not out yet, so when it comes out, we will now hear the whole story. But let us talk about this first. The fact that the music he was talking about, Excess Love, Boy Kondo, all those songs were from Messi Chinwo's album that she produced or that she put out when she was with Easy Concept. Remember that Messi Chinwo just left Easy Concept last year, started putting up her own stuff personally last year. So all the while she was in Easy Concept, if you know how this production thing works, you know that if somebody's under a record label, you don't pay anybody. You know, the record label pays the singers, pays the producers, pays the designers, pays for everything. You don't really pay. I think the record label even pays you, or depending on your contract, you have an agreement how many percent of your revenue goes to you. So I'm thinking that if he was talking about the millions he probably did not make when he produced Excess Love, produced Boy Kondo, produced Incredible God and the likes, then it was not in Messi Chinwo's place to pay him the millions he was supposed to get, or to pay him the money he was supposed to get. Now, the second part of the whole video where he said he called somebody, because if you notice, listen, bloggers have a way of getting traffic. So if you watch that video, he did not use any pronoun. So he was not saying he or she. He was saying he. So if you are Nigerian, you know that he is like he's speaking pidgin. So we cannot tell if he was referring to a man or a woman. So like I said, until we watch the full video, we'll not know who he was referring to. So he said he. So if for the money or for the assistance when his father had stroke, we don't know who he was referring to, and the person said according to him that you'll be all right. And that's very, very sad, because when you're in a place where you feel like there's wealth, when you're in a place where you feel like the person has and the person cannot help you, people are saying that's entitlement. I'm like, I don't know if I can call it entitlement. It is what it is. He felt like he was going to get help here and he did not get help. Anybody, even the entitled or the unentitled, will still feel bad that they did not get help when they thought they were going to get help. Then another part of the video I want to talk about is the part where he said he was thinking that, with all these hit songs going out, because he said after he produced Excess Love was doing well, he was going out, he was pushing out. After producing these hit songs, it was expected that he was going to make money because people were looking at the songs that he produced becoming hit songs. Goes back to what Messi Chinwo said during her concert a few weeks ago. Be careful what you sign. And she was saying, shine your eyes, it still goes back to this. I feel like It's just now that gospel music is moving to the point of people knowing that contracts are important. Because the way Dr. Roy was sounding, he sounded like, oh my guy, come make we do this kind of music, you understand? And doing the music, probably not even expecting that this music was going to blow, just doing what they love to do, which is not a bad thing. Because a lot of times, people who are musicians, you can see that they started from the scratch together, maybe no money. Like, you can see somebody like Frank Edwards said he was playing the keyboard for Sinach, just because he loved to do it and all that kind of stuff. But what people do is when you are scratching together and you dig the gold is shared. Maybe not equally, because one person is investing more than the other person, maybe not equally, but when you have dug the gold, you share the gold. That way nobody is feeling cheated. That way nobody is feeling like, oh, I did work and I wasn't paid for the job. Anyways, I went to Dr. Roy's page and I saw that he's rebranding, he's coming out as an artist, and he actually shared that he has worked with people like Mercy Chinwo, people like Prince Emmanuel. He inspired them, even somebody like Omale. So I'm thinking that if he has Mr. Chimo's picture on his wall, they are good. Maybe he was not referring to her, or probably he's still referring to her because of her popularity. I do not know. Like I said, let us watch the full video. When I watch the full video, I'll still come back and say who he was talking about specifically. Hopefully he's going to say it in that video, or people are dodging lawsuits these days, so everybody's trying to be careful. But when Mercy Chinwo said something a few weeks ago, people were saying, oh, you're a gospel artist, you shouldn't have said this on stage. And I'm like, I always say on this page, when I talk about this kind of issues, even if you're a gospel artist, you need music, you need money rather to make music. When Mercy Chinwo is going to minister, or you see other gospel artists like Nathaniel Bassey, do you see the number of people who are playing, instruments behind them? Those people are going to be paid. Those people have family members, have needs to be met. Do you know people that are behind the scene, the cameramen, the photographers, people you're paying to produce your music, to shoot your videos? You need money to push this music. Now, the good thing is, if you push this music and the music is good, you get paid from platforms like Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. See, there is now money in music. There is money in music. That is why if somebody even calls you for backup, sign contract. If you don't, see now, most like me now, I know how many lawyers I have in my family. People don't have lawyer in your family. Okay, if you don't have, one of your friend has a friend. I'm not saying you should go and bring divorce lawyer to come and sign music contract with them. They might sign what they don't know. Try, there's somebody. People are charging not even so much. You can get an entertainment lawyer to help you. People have an agreement. Okay, even if I cannot pay you up front, when I get my first deal, I'll pay so amounts from this. Even landlords now for villages, they get agents, lawyer where they sign for them. Then you are joking with your craft. I understand that somebody will say, just don't be difficult to work with, just go in and get popularity. Sometimes, yes, you go in and get popularity, but if you're going in to get popularity, don't feel so bad if you are cheated. If you know that you know what you are doing, I know that this music thing is a big deal for you, this acting thing is a big deal for you, like Mercy Chinwo said, if you are a creative, be very, very careful. Whatever you are signing, shine your eyes and sign the sign. I can only imagine the downtime this man has gone through to make him come out and cry this much, on an interview. You can imagine what he went through producing hit songs like this that has made people wealthy. Look at how many views Excess Love has on YouTube. Then think of how many streams Excess Love has on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all these platforms. Think of the kind of money that comes out from the song that you produce, and you, the producer, are broke. These things don't happen abroad. There are American producers who haven't produced any song in like 5 years, but they are rich for life because they produce for the likes of Michael Jackson and the likes. See, sign that sign without fear if you know what you are doing. Especially if you're a producer, people will not even know you. If you're a producer, most times people don't know who produces music because they are the ones behind the scenes. People know their face, they know the singer, they know the maybe the keyboardist or the bassist. They don't really know the producers because really they are behind the scenes. So if you know that it's your craft, sign the contract, sign it well. This video is becoming too long, so we're going to talk about it when we see the full video. Then we'll come out and talk based on information directly from the mouth of Dr. Roy. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.